Would you look at this? This is one of my favorite trail camera locations. I located this area, which is a beaver pond, on an aerial map. I hiked in and I picked this spot particularly because I've got dark timber at the edge of the water here. And it used to be as thick as this, so I had to cut around some vegetation and get this, and I've developed this over a couple years now. I've had trail cameras on this water spot. I get everything in here drinking. I get a lot of bears taking baths in here. Came in here today, the water's all cloudy, and look at all this new mud. I actually have a beaver now helping me develop my water hole, so I get a better water hole. It's great. I'm very excited to get home and kind of look at beaver activity here. I've got 2 cameras right now mounted on this water hole, so you'll be seeing, if you go to my YouTube channel, you'll be, of course, seeing some beaver activity. But let me tell you, if you haven't used an aerial map, it's a plus. Beaver ponds equal animals. Remember that. Beaver pond equals animals. If you can find a beaver pond and it's got thick brush all the way around like it does here, I guarantee it, there's going to be a trail walking around that beaver pond. Might not be a well-developed trail, but you can help the animals by clearing out an area like I did. Like I said, this used to be as thick as this right behind me. I cleared this out a couple years back, and since then I've had so many animals coming down to my water hole here. And I picked this particular spot because of how easy the slope is. By doing that, I've had bears, cougars, bobcats, coyotes, deer, possums, squirrels, raccoons. They all come to this little spot here for me, and I get them on my trail cameras, and I really enjoy that. Still no Sasquatch, but we're hoping. All right, let's go check some other cameras. But remember, aerial maps, dark timber to provide shade over the water hole, and a gradual slope. Those 3 things are a perfect spot, perfect combination to put trail cameras on. All right, let's go check some other trail cameras. Oh, I can't wait to get home and see the videos on this water hole now. Thank you, Mr. Beaver.
Let's go over those 3 points once again. First off, you're going to use and locate potential camera locations like swamps and ponds using an aerial map. I use Google Maps and Bing Maps myself. Look for trees that will provide shade at the water's edge, and you can actually see that on that aerial map. Then water sources with thick vegetation around them is what works best because you're looking for an obstacle to that water. You're looking for a water source that is difficult for wildlife to get at due to the thick vegetation around it. Then what we're going to do is we're going to remove that. And by removing that thick vegetation obstacle, you have created a funnel actually to the water and a perfect place for putting up cameras. But don't forget the 3rd point then, and you want a level or at least a gentle slope to the water. You don't want another obstacle because of a steep embankment. And then you're going to clear the vegetation only around this area to get to the water. And by doing that, you've just created a good location for a trail camera. In my case, I like to put multiple trail cameras up.
Hey, Doug here with another trail camera tip, and this one is going to be where to place a trail camera. So I got on my aerial view maps again. I use Bing Maps and Google Maps and located another beaver pond, and I hiked in here. This place is super thick. Nobody's going to come back here. You can see it's real thick here. What I've got, and you can't see it yet, I've got a beaver dam going this way, and I got some beaver houses located over here, some nice locations. And I know that I've caught an otter in this location, beavers in this location, and a lot of bears and cougars lately, a lot of cougars lately. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to clear out all this brush, and over the next couple weeks I'm going to make a nice trail locating coming into this location. So what I'll eventually have is not only the wildlife from the water, meaning the beavers, otters, and everything coming in. I should be able to get some videos of them, plus ducks. I'll also get bears and other animals coming to this location, not only just crossover, maybe possibly at the beaver dam, but also to drink here. Now, right now, the sun's coming down and there's not a lot of shade at this time of day, but because of this big tree I'm standing by, as the sun goes around later in the afternoon, it's going to be great for animals to be here, because it's going to be a nice, cool place for them not only to drink, but to lay up. And they'll hear anything coming in this location because it's so thick, and they'll feel very comfortable in this area. So let's get started, and over the next couple weeks, you watch. I'll be posting some videos during the summer of this area as I clear it out, and we'll see some bears and we'll see some different wildlife in this area. Great location, I'm positive. Now let's get started and get it done. Okay, that's another trail camera tip for you.